The history of model railroading in Balboa Park goes back way before the Model Railroad Museum came to be, back to 1935, when a pioneer model railroader named Minton Cronkite built a 40 by 70 foot model railroad exhibit for the California Pacific International Exposition. Fast forward to 1981, when both the San Diego Model Railroad Association and the La Mesa Model Railroad Club were searching for new homes. They petitioned the city of San Diego for space, and this is what they got: the basement of Casa de Balboa, 27,000 square feet, making it the largest model railroad museum in North America.
The Model Railroad Museum is very unique when it comes to how museums function.
Michael Warburton took over as executive director of the museum a couple of months ago.
All of the layouts that are in the museum are actually run by independent clubs. And so these clubs represent different types of trains, different scales, and even different philosophies around modeling.
The other two clubs that run exhibits are the San Diego Society of N Scale, those are among the smallest model trains, and the San Diego Three Railers. They operate toy trains and other accessories in this room, the Toy Train Gallery. This room is a veritable extravaganza of sights and sounds. Trains, of course, but also incredibly detailed buildings, including one on fire perpetually. There's a drive-in theater. You'll also spot other types of wheeled vehicles moving about in this fantastical setting. It's a lot to take in for both the very young and the young at heart. If you're like me, watching model trains is endlessly fascinating, mesmerizing even, but there is one part that's just a little disappointing. I just want to be on the train. But wait, look, you can ride the rails. That and everything else here, thanks not only to museum staff, but the hundreds of volunteers who show up week in and week out to engage in their passion running the rails. And that takes us back to the more serious, still fun, but serious side of this amazing place.
This is a semi-prototypical model of the Tehachapi Pass, which is here in California.
Benji Faust is proof the hobby of model railroading is not limited to these guys. The 23-year-old is a member of the La Mesa Model Railroad Club. He's telling us about their model of the rail line that runs through the Tehachapi Pass, linking Bakersfield to Mojave. Like the real-life rail line, this model is a marvel.
Part of being part of this club is the prototype accuracy. We're really diving into the actual specifics of what trains ran over this layout, what cars, what engines, stuff like that. We're getting into time period of the cars and accuracy and all that.
The trains may be the centerpiece, but there is so much more that goes into making this museum special.
Well, model railroading is such, I call it a super hobby, actually, because it incorporates so many different hobbies in one thing. Painting, sculpture, electronics, woodworking, all kinds of things that come together in this one super hobby.
Come on through here, watch your head.
The museum works to spread enthusiasm about model railroading beyond its walls. A big part of that is education.
Schools can come here and do programs and projects here. We can also go to schools and do programs and projects. We have adult clinics that we do as well.
But at the heart of it all is the fascination with the enjoyment of trains.
Just being able to work here and watch my train go around the layout is a pleasure.
And then there's the joy of watching others watch the trains.
The reaction of kids just being so excited to see the trains running and see them running over bridges and things like that. If we could bottle that excitement, it would be amazing, right?
Bottleable? Maybe not, but gettable, definitely. All it takes is a visit to the San Diego Model Railroad Museum, where it's all aboard for a trip into a treasure trove of tiny trains. John Carroll, KPBS News.